Baz, have you seen how many upward thrusters I have? I got like 12 of them. Actually, no, I've got 14. You mean facing up?
No, you don't.
Do you mean facing down? I think he means facing down. Yeah, you mean facing down. So I know what you mean, Baz. You mean the thrust going upwards. I get what you mean. Ropes, drills. Right. Green, 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 red. Finally. Yeah, I think I get what you mean, but just point another one upwards would fix it, wouldn't it? Or give us some roll control. But the thing is I don't get though, Baz, you see these on the top here? You would think that they would give you roll control, but the way the game works is, well, what it seems to work, is it doesn't apply the thrust away from the center of mass, so it always applies it in the direction of the center of mass. So effectively they give you translation, but they don't give you rotation. Well, it's just like the opposite of what Kerbal does. So yeah, as a result, you can more or less stick thrusters anywhere you like. Gavin Howell, thank you for 3 years. Also, you could put the intake of one next to the intake of the other, and I don't know if... Oh, it's not... Maybe it'll let me do it, I don't know. It shouldn't, but it probably will. Cannot withdraw 78 motors. It's so slow. Have 4 gyros.
We need nickel as well.
Nickel.
Yep.
How are we doing for iron now? Are we any better?
One sec. Iron seems to have got back up to like 100k.
Alright, I'll head out and go and get some nickel then. Right, I think I've stopped the smoking on the red ship. Is there a way of like looking at the level of the the functionality levels of the ship without getting your welder out?
Not that I've seen.
Summer, do you want to take the green one? And I'll put the update on the... I'll upgrade this to 1.1.
Okay. Where am I going? Nickel, right?
Yeah.
Just go back in.
There's also another landing platform being made.
Oh, I haven't actually scanned any nickel, Paul.
I think I've got one, Sammy, if you...
Oh, I've got one. I've got a 1 nickel.
I've
so
got,
obviously there isn't any nickel within 2k of the base then?
I've got 2. Let me share them with you.
Yeah, I've got them, that's alright. I've got 1.
Mr. Brylarth, 69 months hype, thank you very much. There are upgrade modules, yeah, there are. We should think about efficiency modules.
I've got a speed module on them.
Yeah, but get this, Pups. You know the refiner, the thing that turns ore into ingots?
Yeah.
If you put efficiency modules on that, you can take it up to like 140%, I think it is. So basically, it makes a lot more ingots for the same amount of ore. So I think the sweet spot is something like 1 speed, and then at least 2 or 3 efficiency, something like that.
Yeah, no worries.
Because the thing about the speed modules, they draw more power, but the efficiency modules, actually, you get more bang for buck, so we get more material out of the ore, which is definitely useful.
Yeah, no worries.
Why can't I get anything freaking belt out of this thing? That was freaking frustrating. Is it actually still producing things?
What?
Or is it bottlenecked on stuff?
Oh no, that's... You can't get any motors, Paul.
Why not?
We've got no nickel.
Oh my god. Okay, have you found nickel yet?
I've got a nickel. I've got a nickel down. I haven't actually found where it actually is yet, so I've just got to mine the stone away and figure that out.
Okay. I'll come and mine as soon as you let me know where it is. How are we doing for power?
Well, all batteries are charged.
No, they're not. They're on 75%.
Don't listen to what that light tells you, by the way, because it can discharge and then recharge within a second and it'd be full. Them lights are... I found the last one to be useless.
Stored power 2.6 megawatt hours. Maximum 3. Fully recharged in 18 hours. So they're not on full.
It jumps around so much.
Yeah, because it's like dependent on the power demand.
I can put another set of wind turbines on mine.
Well, let's just, so let's pick our battles.
I just need to finish plumbing this in underneath.
Yeah. Speaking of picking battles, do you think we could design a ship that has like 50 drills just on the front of it to make a big hole?
Do you know how heavy that would be? No, you just tunnel with it. Are you not tunneling?
I am tunneling, but like I'm just trying to make the hole big enough so that it's not just a singular thrust in. You know, you got a bit of manoeuvring room.
Yeah, but you're tunneling, not drilling, right?
If you make
Wait,
any
what?
changes-
You are tunneling, not drilling, right?
There's a different setting, Sammy.
What do I do that in the control panel?
No, you do it on the controls of the ship.
And how does one do that?
Okay. Where are you? I'll show you. Did you go
I'm over at nickel down.
nickel down? Nickel, I don't have nickel down. I have nickel. But I don't have nickel and silicon. Nickel and silicon 2. Nickel down, where are you?
Pretty much over where the iron was. Head diagonal from the rover pad, not the landing pads.
I'll just see it then. Alright, Ruttiger, have a good one. I hate this. This is such a rubbish way of doing things. I can't see it.
It's in front of you, stream of blindness.
It says iron down.
Yeah, I'm behind it.
Oh, I see. It's like underneath 3 other
Yeah.
things.
There's 3 friendly signals.
Cool.
Please do not make any changes to the pipe work without consulting me, because it's a maze under there. Everything has its place and they're all independent, so there's no more bottleneck between the rover platform and the ship platform. It's just, it's working.
But it's really delicate.
Yes.
Is the
Fragile.
button number 3, Paul?
Yeah, so what you do is if you tap number 3 and then hold right click on your mouse, don't use the toggle on 1 anymore. Just hold right click. And then what you'll be able to do when you hold a right click, if you come in like that, it won't.
So sorry, just start the instruction from the beginning, sorry.
Okay, so have you tapped number 3?
So I don't know if I've tapped it or
All right,
not.
hold
now.
right click, what happens? Yeah?
The drills start.
So you should now be in tunnel
But the
mode.
drills start no matter whether I've tapped 3 or not.
Okay. 3 changes the drill mode, basically. But you should see you're creating quite a wide hole and you're not keeping anything in storage. So this is how I start all my tunnels. Like I basically use this to create an entrance and to the actual ore, and then I switch to my drill and start mining it. Yeah, because you can create pretty big holes with this.
Yeah, okay.
Is that the nickel there, is it?
Yeah, I think there's a bit below you as well. If you back out and
Yeah, 26 meters.
go down.
It could just be a big block of it, couldn't it?
Right, didn't know that. Cheers. That's much more helpful.
What do you think of the DLC for Consim? I haven't tried it yet, Crisps. I think they sent me a key for it, but
Just a telehandler and a couple more bits. It's not like content.
yeah. I don't think there's any new cars, Dave, no. Yeah, it's not worth it, Dave. I agree. Cyber Mike, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Apache, thank you 51. See a trailer for Super Mario World now. I'm not really into Nintendo stuff, but so it probably won't really appeal to me.
Can we build an ILS?
That was fun.
I mean, Cat 3 ILS would be god.
What? An ILS back to base, you mean?
Yeah, no.
And then an autopilot to go with it.
No, like a landing sequence that takes you into the connector. Like, you know. I mean, I've done this often enough that I've got like visual clues of how to line up and stuff, but it's still a bit of, you know, jiggery pokery to try and get it perfect, you know.
D-Dog, thank you 52. I'm coming in, by the way.
You get to land. You got 3 landing pads to choose from.
Yeah, I was just for the information of Sammy in case he suddenly took off from somewhere.
I put an extra one online, so there's 4 now. Well,
Yeah, I'm
they-
already emptied. I literally press connect and it's all gone.
Do they empty stuff now, these new ones?
Yes, they are all plumbed up correctly. And the reason it's not bottlenecking anymore is because I separated the platforms.
When you docked, I'm going.
Oh, you can go now. Why is it not pulling that last bit out the connector? That's weird. Got 3K. Oh, it's pulling it now.
Yeah, it's
Gone.
just like it's like a little bottleneck.
That was quite quick emptying.
Yeah. Put it like this: by the time I'd landed, you'd said you were landing. We had a conversation. I looked at it. I was empty.
At least my new thingy works. Where my new pipe works? Yes!
Still can't make anything, pups.
Well, you just delivered nickel, right? So it should start making motors that you had on the production queue.
Cannot make 10 motors, it says.
Yeah, it's still turning the nickel into ingots. Just give it a second.
Can you have a look at any other resources?
What does that mean?
Like, give me a clue as to what else you need. Like, should I do another nickel? Should I do an iron? Should I go and get silicon? Like,
More nickel, you don't get much out of it.
This is not making anything, pups.
Yeah, because it's only made 245 nickel ingots. You don't get much out of them.
Only one
have
10.
we not got forward-facing lights on these now, Paul?
Yeah, you got big spotlights.
And what number would that be?
That will be, I don't know, I'm not in the ship. Number 2, I think. Yeah.
There isn't anything on number 2 in the green one.
Really?
Really?
Okay, press the G key. And then click
Yeah.
on groups. And then find the one that says green ship spotlights.
I have green ship all lights, green ship lights under, and green ship nav lights. I do not have.
Okay, so this is
Spots.
why it's not there then. So press escape and then press the K key to go to your control panel.
Yeah.
And then search for the word spot. You should find 3 spotlights.
There's a group spotlights.
There's a group called spotlights.
Yeah, I've got green ship spotlights 1, 2, and 3, and then a group that's green spotlights.
If you click on that spotlight group, does it highlight the other 3?
Yes.
Okay, so click on that group and on the right, change it to green ship spotlights.
The block group is called Green Ship Spotlights, yeah?
And then hit save.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it should have created a new one on the left.
It's already in a group.
No, you just made the group.
It was already in a group. I didn't need to make a group.
You just said you had a group called Ship Spotlights. So I got you to rename it to Green Ship Spotlights.
Yeah, okay, that's done, yeah.
So you should now have a Ship Spotlights and a Green Ship Spotlights.
No, I only have Green Ship Spotlights.
What was the one that... Okay, whatever. Press G. Go back to groups. And then find the Green Ship Spotlights in there and drag it into position 2. And select toggle on off.
I'm clearly missing something.
I'll be back in a minute. You need to construct... What? Oh my god, game. It tells you it's taken all the components you fly over and it still doesn't have them. So how does that work? Right. I'll be coming over now. Battle Rabbit, how you doing? Greetings from hospital. Oh dear.
How does a penguin build its house? It glues it together.
Hey, Sparky, thank you for the bits and the Christmas cracker joke. You at the nickel mine?
Yep.
I'm just coming down there now. Above you. When you're ready, let me jump in the ship and have a look at the group. I did that when I was reversing it.
Yeah, well, that's because you've sort of gone at an angle, and the hole that you've dug is not.
Yeah. Green ship spotlights. Yeah, that's fine. G. So you go to groups and then find the spotlight. Green ship spotlight, drag it down. Toggle block on off. Done. Working behind you so don't suddenly reverse.
Right, okay.
I'm trying to make it so that we don't reverse into stuff. Andy Lad, thank you for 8 months. Good afternoon. How you doing? There you go. That should be somewhat easier to get in and out of. Do you know what, Baz? I've thought about that, just having drills pointing out in every direction. Just going like a sphere. I'm behind you. Off to your left.
Oh, I thought I hit the battery on that last run. I clearly didn't. Or if I did hit it, I didn't hit it that hard. Puppy?
I've got go mod.
Oh, right. Just looked over at your avatar and it had the disconnect symbol and it was like, you're right.
All 5 of them landing platforms are connected and set up so you can land at any one of them.
Alright, I've put platform, like, pad numbers. So you're on pad 4 at the moment.
Okay.
Hey?
Right, okay.
There you go. Hey!
But yeah, they're all set up so you can land on any one of them. Oh, there's one to your left as well.
Wait,
Where
what?
the old one. To your left, where the old one used to be. That one's up and running as well.
Nobody told me about that one.
I did say all 5.
Okay, again.
Wait, that hasn't even got a connector on it, has it?
Well, Paul, could you please add a connector because I ran out of time.
It's a landing pad without a connector.
So, it's a 0 pad, so that's accurate. There you go.
Like, what colour are these?
They're all just the sci-fi colour black. Just if you build it, Paul, and then sell it to collect it all, and then that one be up and running.
Is the inventory system working? You're not going to leave us in a broken state, are you?
No, it's all working.
Right, so there's 26k of iron. So there isn't. There's 100k of iron in stock. That's iron ingots, by the way.
You want it to have collect all on?
Yeah. That's all be working there. Alright, I shall catch you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Lovely.
Do you wish there was a sort button,
A sort button.
like in the large cargo container, like sort all?
I wish there's a few things in this game to be honest. Yeah, we do need more landing lights, but it's not really a high priority thing. Been having a kidney issues, so you've had to have a biopsy. Nurses noticed skin discoloration. Found out I had a little kidney bleed, so they kept you in to keep an eye on you. Get released on Monday. Oh, at least you're home one for Christmas then, Battle Rabbit. Right, let's see if we can get this thing to work.
Right, okay, so there's 2k of silver, less than half a k of gold, 7k of cobalt, a couple of bits of couple of k of silicon, nearly 200k of iron, and nickel's being produced. So we're sort of okay for a few minutes, right?
Should be. User consent not granted. Go to options game. Mod IO not available. What does that mean? Mod IO consent. Shortish, there we go. Okay. You would have thought so, Pep. Why can't I see the one that I subscribed to in the workshop? I'm sure I subscribed to it. Let me double check. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Volpadrak. But I thought I subscribed to it. I'm sure I did. Yeah, I'm subscribed to it. So if I'm subscribed to it in the workshop, why can't I see it here? Well, I was going to use the, there's one called automatic LCDs that I quite like. That display stuff in screens. Game mod consent. I just did that, didn't I? I just did the, oh no, I've got experimental mode turned on. I've got scripts enabled. And in theory, when I come to this programming block, I should be able to load the script into it. Add also LCD to a program block. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. Look, here's the program block. And I think you click on that. No. You click on edit. and then you get it from browse scripts, I think. Here. But when I click on that, oh, it's showing it now. There you go. It's now showing it. Fine. Whee! Look at all that. Wow. Check code. Compilation successful. Okay, fine. Now it's showing it. It wasn't there a minute ago. Yeah, it looks like it. Volpidrect. That's what it was. So that should be compiled. And that should be it. I just need to pull up the LCD panels now, don't I think. You used to have to put a timer on it, but now you don't, from what I understand. Sammy, where do we... Like, if I want to put some LCD panels up that displays what's in the inventory, where do you think we should put them? Like, where would be most useful to have?
Is your... This sort of rover build bit here that you built your last rover, where you had the first welder, I mean, is this like base ground zero, like down here? Like... Or, because obviously the inventory storage is going to be underneath the landing platform, isn't it? So you don't want it under there, do you?
I presume there'll be some steps here going down, though.
Yeah, so is this like hub one, you know?
Yeah, I presume this block will move as well, won't it? Like, we won't have this.
That storage container will go, right?
Yeah.
As in this one. Hey, if a facility to ping in the game would be great, wouldn't it? Or can you actually do that?
No, I don't think you can ping, no. I'll tell you what, let's, if I build a block... If I build a column here and put some displays on it, start with that, I suppose. Yeah,
I was just... I'm fed up with seeing all those damn spare grinders and stuff in the industry. So I'm just making a... scrap tools bin, and then a mist container just down by the... You know where I put my... my Sommy stuff container?
Yeah.
I'll just put them down there for now.
Okay. Right, LCD panel wide. LCD panel 5x5. That is massive. Flipping heck. 5x5.
So
5x3.
the guns and the GPS things can go down there, right?
The guns and the GPS things.
Yeah, there's some GPS tabs where the stations are, right?
Jeez Louise. Is the size of this panel?
Lol.
I thought I had a big TV till I saw this. It's as big as my house. Anyway, so that's too big. Let's try that one. Well, that's not so bad. It's a widescreen version of it. Thanks, game. A bit amazed if this works, but we'll try it. Online, it says. LCD, right.
Right, so I've built a scrap tools container and a mist container, and they're not connected to the network, so you need to come here manually to put things in or grab things out, okay?
Okay.
Pup says, please don't put it in the middle.
What? You literally just told me to put it there. You said put it where the old rover was. That's where it is. Why would not one in the middle, mate? Because this block's going to go, and then we're going to have some more stuff over here. And also, you're not here, so shut it. Music Man Loxton, thank you for the raid. Welcome, guys. Why would you not want it there? Like, we're going to do other things here. It doesn't matter. You're not going to move it, because you'll break it if you move it. And I'm not joking. You'll break it.
Other than aesthetics, is there any difference between the industrial container and the normal one?
Oh, the Warfare one. That's a DLC one that just looks different. They're functionally the same size. They just style differently, like the thrusters and stuff. You know, they're just different aesthetic.
Okay.
I think you should probably put your pipe in first. Have your central pipe, and then like branch everything off it. You know what I mean?
I was just getting the containers in my toolbar first, mate. I wasn't even at the level of putting pipe in. Like, I'm just filling my toolbars up at this moment in time.
Can you? Pups wants to do the pipe when it gets back, he says. No.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is Sammy's project down here. He's got ownership. Let him get on with it.
No.
He's such a backseater, isn't he?
You realise you're triggering him in
He's
all
so- yeah,
sorts of...
I'm not having this. Like, he's basically left the game, gone modding, and he's still going, no, don't put that there. I don't like that there. That's going to trigger me. I'm going to move that. And can I do that pipe when I get back there? Because that's not good enough. I want to do that. No! You control freak. He's gone quiet because he's punching the desk.
Lol.
Right. First of all, was it in custom data we do this? I think it is. It would do something like power. It's not working. Write commands to custom data. I just did. But you're not working. Run. So run it. It's not working very well. Yes, I punched my desk. The panels could. Oh! Sorry, you don't do it on the programming block, of course. Durr. Yeah, good call. 1 second. That doesn't belong there. Got to do it on a panel. Panel. There it is. Custom data. Echo power. And then I think power should be a power command. Woo! Can that sum me?
Right.
Oh, now we're talking. So now we can see what the batteries are doing. So we have separate screens for. See what I'm thinking. I know Pups is
Dear
not.
people of the Nut House, I would like to point out that Paul is going to spend the next 20,000 hours doing programming on screens. Sorry about your inconvenience at this time. He is a geek and a coder at heart. Bye-bye.
You can do C# in this, man. Not even joking. Right, so the plan is, and I know
Right,
Pups.
the plan is, okay, yeah.
Pups is not a visionary, so he's not seen the vision yet.
No,
right?
no.
But the
Pups
idea
the
is,
vision, yeah.
this box here, this container is going to go, because you're doing that with your project, right? And then, what we do is we have more than one column along here, a few columns of these screens, and they all show different things, like some are showing power, some are showing what we're producing, others are showing what our stock is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
love it.
That's the vision. A row of them.
So, you know, like my desk has got 6 screens on it. You want that, don't you?
Yeah, something
You
like
know,
that.
back when you, before you were a pleb and you were back to 2 screens and you had 6, that's what we want.
Yep.
Oh, he's changing the colour though. Oh, that red the burning.
Red the burning green. Should we go for like a, what do you think? Like a, maybe like that? What's that look like?
The sort of Twitch purple might be quite cool.
What would that be? be a bit more like that?
Yeah.
Is that more of a Twitch purple? More red in it?
I do love the fact that the light bleeds that much that everything around it
Look at
is
the
suddenly
reflection.
purple.
Look at the reflection.
Yeah.
Pup, so you're saying you've opened something? Maybe there's a stress ball inside, mate. I'm just saying.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
So if you come over...
What was that explosion?
What the hell was that?
Was that an asteroid or was that something that we care about? 2 ships intact, rover intact. I don't know.
It didn't sound close, did it?
I'm saving it anyway.
Maybe that's the rest of the rover that's finally made it down at the bottom of the hill.
Could be.
I don't see anything on fire. I mean, both of us were standing looking at the screen, so it isn't us.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
Okay. So underneath, if you come underneath for a second,
Where are you?
on the new storage area. This is only 4 containers. Now, is it me, or does that not look significant enough?
No, so what I think you should do...
Because I'm thinking about spacing, because we could build it all close together, but we like a bit of space because we play Factorio, right?
Yeah, so what I think you should do is build your pipe first. And you run your pipe down the middle here. You see me running?
Yeah, I see you running.
Run your pipe down the middle here. And then, from the pipe, put a sorter going out to each one of these blocks. And you should be able to get 6 blocks down here, I reckon. As long as they're not joined. They don't have to be joined. So they can be like one square apart. So your next one can be there.
Yeah, I don't think the next one... Where's my large one gone there?
Oh, you'll fit.
Note to self. Turn your thrusters... Yes,
Because you've got 2 blocks at each end. You don't need 2. 1 will do. So just move this one over 1. Four large is a lot of stuff. Exactly. 6 large is even more. But the reason I say put your pipe down, because that gives you the...
Yeah, but I'm just trying to work out the spacing of things, and if it
Centre line.
looks too close, then... Because if I use the 4 columns in the corners as a starter, like, I can do that, which is like right in the corner, which gives me an extra space.
Yeah, but it may not line up when you do the pipe. Yeah, we can. Sakun, the whole point is what I'm thinking is you do 6 storage, and later on you could stack another 6 on top. But 6 is plenty. Like each one of these holds what? 300 and something thousand litres? So 6 of them, it's like nearly 2 million litres of storage. Plenty of space. Oh, triggered. You're not going to be able to centre that pipe.
Yeah, well, this is the point. I think the deck isn't the right size, which is my original question.
Yeah, the deck's not the right size.
Cool, so that's fine.
You could easily fix it by punting this column 1 square this way.
Bye-bye, you go coding. See you later. See you in about 8 hours.
Hey, you wanted me down here.
Oh, I was getting your opinion. The opinion is it needs to be bigger, which is fine. I knew that was the answer. I just wanted that.
I kept saying to pups, odd sized platforms, then you can do a centre line. Input 160, 6.4, output 1.4. So we're pulling in 6.4, but we're making stuff? Total output 7.8. What else can we do? Let's think. You can embed code in here. Yes, you can. Is it just an inventory command? Or you can filter it. There we go. So that's telling us how many ingots we have. So we have a lot of gold. Component summary. So if we have multiple screens, we can basically have different stuff on each screen. Or we can just filter things, because a lot of stuff here we don't care about. Outplay Ghost, thank you for gifting us up to Gordon. Welcome back, Gordon. Arty Shell. Hello. That's a lot of stuff. I think right now what we care about is the ore situation. So can we do... How do you do this? Can you do wildcards in this? Can you do like plus ore? I don't know. I don't know how you do wildcards. There you go. Is that doing it? No, that's showing ingots. See, the 5S and the column are just a bit off for those low CD. 5S. I don't know how you... I need to look at the website. Plus ice. I might have to have a look at the website and go.
When it comes to columns into the ground, does it just have to be placed, like connected to the structure you're trying to build?
Build from
in
your
the ground
structure
as
down,
well?
or if you build from your structure down or the oils, you'll start a new grid.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Inventory cargo, inventory storage. Right, guys, I'm going to share the link with you so that you can read the manual as well. There you go. And maybe we can figure this out. Your components, your commands are too long to fit in a single line. You can use a backslash to tell the script to continue. Okay. Inventory list, star plus iron ore. What does that do? Need brackets or something around them? I don't think you do. So it just showed an example like that. Inventory list asterisk plus iron slash ore. What does that do? Oh. Oh. Ah. Inventory iron. 0. So that presumably means we have no iron ore, which is probably correct because it probably just turned it all into ingots, right?
Yeah.
So
You're not necessarily worried about that as a figure, are you?
But then, so really what you want to know is what ingots do you have? So maybe... What's this? No. Ore slash iron. So do you do ingot slash iron? I am completely guessing. I should really look at the manual. Ah! Iron 205k slash 300k plus 0 ore. Inventory. Iron. What do we have? 206k. We have 206,000 iron ingots, and that's exactly what it's showing up there. Woo! Why does this say slash 300 though? Is that the maximum we can have in that box?
No, I would assume it's just that's the next roundest figure. I would assume if we went and got more, it would change to 400k if we went over 300k. I would assume, but that's a big
All right.
assumption.
Well, let's show another one then. So do I need to put inventory list again and then do nickel, for example? Nickel shows 14.9/200 and then a plus 134. Oh, look at it. It's processing the nickel, look, see it? That went down.
Right? Yeah.
That nickel ore was, there you go. Very,
Yeah,
very
so
slowly.
So it's giving you the 200k figure because
That's what you can make in total when it's all
that's-
converted, maybe?
yeah, that's like the maximum upper bracket, maybe.
I think it's the default. Add a colon and the number. Oh, it's your target number. I see. So if you can tell it, right, I want to have 300 in stock. Where am I relative to my goal?
Ah, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, so if you can say to yourself, oh, we're running a bit low because you can see what it is relative to what you want. So in theory then...
So in theory, we could actually have it more than 300k.
Where do you put the 300k then, Sicarius? Add a colon and the number you want to have. Where do you put it though? Do you put it at the end? Like that? Like 500? Okay.
I can't believe Pups has abandoned me with programming Paul. It's honestly the worst thing he's ever done to me, I think.
Do you do it like that? Iron colon and the number without a space. Like that. Let's try that. Nope, that didn't work, did it? That didn't work. Someone on a desk. Inventory, cargo. How do you display all blocks of the same grid? You can filter 20 blocks apart of the same grid. Right, okay. A whole number, not K. Right. So if we put 500 like that, 100 like that. Well, now it just says /500 and 100%, so that's not right. So it looks like you have to put 500,000. No, you can't put 500k basically. So 500,000, 100,000. There you go. That's it. So now we can say we want to have as a target 500,000 iron ingots, and now we can see where we're at with that. That's pretty sweet. So what's the other inventory we care about? Silver, gold, cobalt. I don't think you need as much silver or gold, I don't think. How much cobalt do we need? Oh, blimey. You can see we're super low on silver. Super low.
Yeah, well, it's when it's the priorities of the mining, isn't it?
How do we put ice then? Do we just put the word ice there? Plus ice and then say 100,000? That shows up in a completely different way.
Yeah, but is that because it's full?
It could be.
Like we've got 155k of ice in stock.
If I trains that to 200,000, then what does it do? It still shows it differently.
Is
If
that
you-
because there's not an ingot comparison?
If you get rid of this /iron, it'll list them all. Yeah, but then there'll be so many that it'll just scroll, and I don't want it. Like, I only care about the stuff that I care about. I don't want to see, like, loads of things that I don't... We can't, like, if it starts showing platinum ingots, I don't care about that, because we can't get platinum, right? There's no production for ice. Ah, is that why it doesn't show it? So what you'd probably want is a space, then. Like that. So you just separate the ice at the top.
Energy low.
Certain use more iron than silver in any production. Oh yeah, I'm sure you're right. Silicon. What else have I not got up there? Magnesium. Wait, you don't make magnesium ingots, do you?
It's powder, isn't it?
Can you slap on a... Can you slap on grafana boards so we can see production and consumption? I don't know what that means, Jimbo. Yeah, you can see we're super low on silver, super low on silicon, super low on cobalt. Nickel needs a lot more. But I think it's telling us that it's converting the nickel.
Yeah, isn't there 320 ore of the nickel? Basically, the refineries are slow.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go and mine some silver or silicon, I think. You only need a little silver and gold. Well, we have a lot of gold. I need to add stuff to the ref when I get back. What do you mean, pups? What else can it do? Here's the other thing you can do with this, Tommy, which is the next step. You can put this script on each ship, and then
Oh, and have it in the cockpit.
when you're in the cockpit, it can have like LCD panels that shows your speed, your altitude, your height, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Is there a way of extending your suit's battery power? You know, like there's the oxygen cylinder and the hydrogen cylinder. Is there a
I
way
think
of
there
doing
is.
that for power?
There's a power pack you can put in, I think. But it will take up space in your inventory.
It's a trade-off then, isn't it? Power kits. Did have some of those, but aren't they consumables rather than
They might
just
well be.
additional?
Right, silicon.
Just put down a seat somewhere and sit down. Okay.
Why does it not, when you, it's got these like GPS waypoints, but it doesn't tell you how far away they are?
Yeah, well, the only way of doing it is putting them on the HUD, isn't it? And then
Which is
scanning
dumb,
round.
because it's got an XYZ coordinate, so it could literally work out a range and just show you the range.
Yeah, that's probably a mod for that one.
Silicon down 3 is 1.6k away.
Yeah, and I didn't realise that I hadn't found any nickel,
5.
well, other than that one that I already had.
There's a GPS mod and also a compass HUD. The trouble is I don't know where the actual silicon is.
It's under the ground. Any of the silicon down, any of the down coordinates are just the GPS ore detector should find it when you get in range. If you can't find it when you're like on top of the GPS, you'll need the bigger ore detector to find.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it actually
That's literally the problem. Is if it's more than 50 meters away, which it clearly is, then I'm going to have to bring the big ship over just to detect this thing.
When we fly over.
If you're at the base, yes. If you're not, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm at the base. I'm feeling like I'm shutting. I'm underneath the base.
Yeah, I don't see this. If you have enemy factions enabled, use reddish colours for waypoints. Might not be the best idea. Fair enough. Yeah, Gordon, there's no point digging down when I don't know where it is. It could be that direction, that direction, that direction. I don't have a fix. Ah, now I see stuff. I see, there it is, silicon.
You see, chat, and this is why I have a ridiculous looking craft.
The thing is about that is it's only 20 meters away, so I should have seen that.
Yeah.
Ah. Was my ore detector off? I think it might have been.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think that's the reason.
Amateurs.
I know. Can't get the staff.
Right, so I can go back doing what I was doing then.
Yep. Thank you, Chucky. Silicon 1.5 meters in that direction. You what, mate?
I love how this one with the ore detector has been named my ship. It's like...
Oh boy. It's got thrown on my side then.
Do they do mirrors in this game? We have mirrors around the land.
There's probably a mod for it, something.
So you can see where you're looking.
colour is the silicon? Is that it?
I have no idea.
Is that silicon? Yeah, it is. It's like
Yeah.
coal. It's like black stuff.
No?
That's what it always rains when you go on an expedition.
Yeah, well, that was like yesterday when I was hunting. The fog rolled into like 0 visibility, didn't it?
Yeah. Okay, that's a fairly big hole. Yeah, but the thing is, Baz, right? I know from experience with rovers, drills are very, very heavy. Like, way heavier than batteries. If you put loads of drills on your ship, you'll need a lot of thrust and you're going to kill your battery life. Just keeping yourself afloat. So it sounds like a great idea, but you need a lot of energy to do it. Anthony, thank you, 41.
And also the words of just build a is like the effort required to go into building anything is like multiplied, isn't it?
Right, hopefully we'll start getting some more. Wow, Pubs. BC Take, thank you for 96 months, sir. Very close to VIP. Compat, thank you, 43. It's really hard to tell silicon when you're underground. It's like slightly shinier rock. It's weird. Can't remember what our target weight is.
Just over 80.
Which is what we're on. Rome is now playing Space Engineers. Right, I need to save it. Are you in base?
Yeah, I'm just underneath.
Okay.